Happy Sunday, y'all. Today is going to be a little bit different. Normally we do swatches of dip powders. Today I want to put a spotlight on my favorite decal brand, Spirit R Designs, and I'm going to show you how I apply them. Here we go. I'm going to show y'all real quick how to order because I see that question a lot in the group. So you're going to go to the group and you're going to find the albums. I have an iPhone, so for me that means going to the menu at the top left and then clicking albums, and then everything is really easy to sort through and figure out exactly what I want. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to pick the category that I want, and then I'm going to look through all the decals, click on each one I want, kind of zoom in if I need to see the details. Once I'm ready to order, I'm going to back out of the albums and I'm going to find the ordering post on the main page of the group. It's always pinned right here in features so that you can easily get to it. So you're going to click on that post, and from there you're going to leave a comment saying which items you would like to purchase and leave your PayPal information. You'll get an invoice, and once that invoice is paid, your order will be shipped. Let's get into these cute decals. These are full coverage wraps with Jason Voorhees and some little camp background. Full coverage turquoise leopard print situation. The Ghost with the Most, a mix of full coverage and smaller decals of Beetlejuice. Some bee-themed full coverage wraps, as well as some little gnome decals. Some full coverage mystical moons in navy blue and rose quartz pink. These next few are right up my alley. This is Witchin' at the Beach, and it's a very goth beach vibe. Love this one, very pastel goth, super adorable. And do you see how vibrant these images are? If you too spend all day listening to true crime podcasts, this is a must. Absolutely cute. Y'all, yes, I love Ghostface so much. These are so cute, and these images are as clear and crisp as you see them here when they're on your nails. These are the plant crazy ones, and I've already used those. Same for the Stranger Things, already dug into them. I just wanted you to be able to see them. Renee usually writes you a cute, sweet little note with your order. This is her shop information, and I'll leave it in the description below as well. So I already have a video on how I apply the full coverage wraps. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you how I like to apply the smaller decals. So my first tip is you want to cut as close to the image as you possibly can. You want as little overhang as possible. I found that this really helps you be able to situate the image properly on your nail, and it helps the image be able to lay out smoother. You get less bubbles and less wrinkles. Once I have my image cut out as close as I can get it, I'm going to pick it up with my tweezers. I simply dip it into a little cup of water for a few seconds, and then I lay it image side down on my silicone tool. Then I go in once it's sat for a few seconds and I just lightly swipe the backing off of it. It comes off with no problem. Then I dab it a little bit with a paper towel to pull the excess water off. I find this helps it adhere better later with less issues. I kind of line it up to see if I know where I'm going to want it, even though I don't use my silicone tool to put these smaller decals on my nail. So I go in with my base coat of my dip liquids, and then I actually pick it up with my tweezers. I lay it where I want it, and then I go in with either the back of my tweezers or sometimes my little silicone smudgy tool, and I just push down all the edges and make sure everything is smooth and there's no bubbles and no wrinkles. I'll also go in with my finger and lightly dab it down as well to make sure it's sitting where I want it to and it's laying completely smooth and flat. The key here is you want to be gentle and you want to take your time so that it lays nice and smooth. I will say the good thing about all of Renee's wraps is they are such good quality compared to anything else I've tried. Once you have everything adjusted to your liking, you're going to want to encapsulate. All that means is that you're going to go in with a clear dip powder on top of what you just did. So I go in with my dip base and then I dip into my clear powder. I like to press down gently around the entire nail to make sure everything is patted down smooth. I don't have any edges from any of the decals sticking out anywhere. Everything is laying really nicely under that clear encapsulation so that everything's going to be smooth when I'm ready to buff it out and when I'm ready to do my top coat. Here I am doing that same thing again. I'm just going in with my dip base. I'm covering the entire nail in a light layer, and then I'm dipping into my clear dip powder, And again, I go in and press to make sure everything's down, everything's situated. Clean up that cuticle line because it'll save you a lot of headache with filing later. Trust me. Pat, make sure everything's down and nice. If it seems like there's still some liquid that needs to absorb some powder, I'll dip right back in and do it again. Then you really want to go in strongly and get all of the excess dip powder off. With clear and really with anything, you really want to get all excess dip powder off of the nail so that you don't have any cloudiness. Again, I'm just brushing because I don't want there to be any cloudiness under here. I'm using Clearly Uninterested by Sassy Mouth Dip Powder, and it's easily the best clear I've ever tried. No clouding at all. So then you're going to go in with your activator. I'm using the 3 Broke Girls dip liquids. Those are my favorite dip liquids. I find them very low odor. They give me a very shiny, sturdy finish, and I love them. Then you just file it, buff it out, and you're done. Hope that tutorial was helpful for you. Here's my final results on this manicure. I think it turned out super cute. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to stick around and see more, please subscribe. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's @creepybitty_nails. I'll leave all the information in the description box below, and I hope you have an amazing week. Bye!